Hi, I'm Austin Prock. I drive this 13,000 horsepower nitro funny car behind me, and this is the American Athlete. I don't think there's anything I don't love about this sport. I dream about it, I wake up thinking about it, I go to sleep thinking about it. I think that might be what separates this team from the rest is we all live, breathe, eat, and sleep it. I love going fast, and this is the best place to do it, NHRA drag racing. I mean, as soon as I could think, all I dreamt about was racing. My family's raced since 1930. Every generation of us Procks has been a professional racer, and, you know, it was just kind of bred into me. All I ever wanted to do was drive a race car, and as soon as I got my hands on one, I won my first ever race out, and the rest is history. My dad lets me drive the race car. If he was the race car driver, he would be in the seat. He's the tuner, and we both kind of mind our own grounds and, you know, respect what we both do. But in 19, you know, I had a big opportunity in front of me, and excuse my French, but he said, don't f this up. It was very short, simple, and sweet, but it really made me understand how big of an opportunity this is, and I kind of grasped onto that. And in 24, when I got the opportunity to drive the funny car, it really hit me. This is the biggest opportunity I've ever had in my life. I was getting in a car with a team that has been one of the most dominant funny cars for the last decade, and I didn't want to be the weak link. And I feel like I've really leveled up my driving skills, leveled up my game ever since 2024, and the goal is always to be better. If I have a 55 light, you know, I come back and man, I wish that was a 45 light. So that's kind of our MO over here is nothing's ever good enough. And sometimes that can get you in trouble, but if you keep your head on the right path, you always can be better. There's always room for improvement.
And it's going to be Austin Prock.
Every weekend, the conditions are different. In NHRA drag racing, the conditions really dictate everything. Crew chiefs essentially have to be weathermen, read the conditions and come in and come up with a plan how the air is going to be able to predict it and be able to predict the track temperature. So when you get up in those conditions, you're prepared for it. You know, nothing's a shock. So that's the biggest, I guess, hurdle every weekend. There's so many people on these race teams. You're asking a thousandth of an inch or a thousandth of a second out of 11, 12 individuals every time you go up there. And there's a few thousand parts on this race car that can all fail. So for everybody to do their job 100%, some people say 110%, but they're just bad at math. So everyone doing their 100% and giving a great product every time a piece and part goes on this race car and giving the crew chiefs and the driver a chance to, you know, showcase their talents. So it's very difficult. What we've done the last 2 years, winning back-to-back world championships, is something to be very proud of, and hopefully we can continue that this year. Just the taste of victory, you know, once you get that taste, like, you don't ever want to lose it. I think maybe mentally you might tell yourself you're working a little harder, but I don't think any of us changed that mindset. We did a really good job what we did in 2024 and just carried that over into 25. Yeah, I mean, having the number one on the side of your car, you always have the target on your back and makes people fire shots, but that's competition. That's what makes it fun, is when people level up to race you, and when you can come out on top, it tastes a little sweeter, I guess. I would say that's the biggest flaw of NHRA drag racing, is watching it on TV. It just doesn't do it justice. These cars are making 13,000 horsepower nowadays. People can't even comprehend that. Usually when you say 13,000, they think 1,300. A fast Lamborghini has that. So you just have to come out and see it. I mean, it shakes the ground. The nitromethane, it burns your eyes like horseradish. That's about the closest culinary experience I can kind of cross that over in. The coolest part about this sport is you can get from me to you to all the drivers, all the race cars, all the crew members, and see a hands-on experience, you know, let alone watching that race car go 340 miles an hour. You can come right down into the pits and watch them tear this race car apart, tear the entire engine apart and reassemble it and fire it up in about 35 to 40 minutes. It's organized chaos, as I like to say it. Everybody's got a position and there's no speaking going on. It's like everyone knows where each hand's going, and it's like a symphony. Winning pays the bills. When I'm ready to hang it up, I want to retire and live a good life. So the more I can win in these next 10, 15, 20 years, however long I want to do this, I want to accomplish as much as I can for myself, for my family, for this team. I've had a great group of guys around me, and I hope we can all race together for a really long time.